The average woman, according to what I'm reading here, kisses 15 frogs, has 2 long-term relationships before meeting the man that she'll spend her life with. She has 4 disastrous dates, is stood up once before settling on the one. Women also will live on average with one partner and have 4, that is a person they did not marry, will live with one partner, have 4 one-night stands, but men will play the field with 6 one-night stands, so a little bit more. The study that I'm looking at also found that their prince will also go on 7 dates, 2 extra blind dates, and 2 dates before meeting somebody over the internet. What do you think?
I mean,
I just don't know where they get this. Where do they get this? How many people did they talk to? Well, I mean, I don't know.
If the average woman kisses 15 frogs, then almost every guy is a frog at one time or another. Right?
Well,
and you don't
that's
know it.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah.
You don't know it.
Yeah.
You don't know that you're the frog, but you are.
Ribbit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
One woman's frog is another woman's prince. And that's how you have to look at it.
That is the way you have to look at it. Yeah, that is the way you have to look at it. That, we're all, but the idea that, okay, I went on a date and, we were kissing or something, and then it kind of went nowhere. I'm a frog. It is kind of a bummer. You want to be the tantalizing one in every situation, even if you don't end up with somebody.
But are you saying, can you really say with a straight face that you have not categorized a woman or two as a frog? You may not have used that word, but whatever the equivalent would be. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just fair, right? There are plenty of women that would have loved to visit Six Flags over Bob Lacey, but you were like, sorry, no. So, I mean, it's only fair that you should be somebody's frog, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. 15 frogs.
I can tell by your voice, though. Yeah, it's true. I just don't want it to be true, especially about me.
I don't see how I can be blamed for feeling that. I'm only human,
But he's not amphibian. He's not amphibian.
I'm not amphibian.
I'm Bob Lacey.
Don't even get into the tongue grabbing flies. The tongue grabbing flies. Please don't.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm forced to admit that it's true because if I don't admit that it's true, I look like a tool. Even though I don't want it to be true for me. I want to have been the prince every single time. But you're lucky, Bob, because you have been the prince more than you've been the frog, I think. Don't you?
Yeah.
It costs you some money to be the prince.
Boy, that's the case. Yeah.
It's cost you a castle or two.
Hey,
Your
cheaper
Majesty.
being a frog. Cheaper being a frog.
Yeah, there were moments where I said, God, I wish I was on a damn lily pad right now,
Yeah.
But that's a term that had to be originated by a woman, based on what story was that based on? Where she kisses the frog and he turns into a prince.
You know what? I only know the Disney movie where he's with Tiana, where he's a frog and then he becomes a prince. And what is the fairy tale that's based on?
I forget.
It's not Cinderella and it's not Sleeping Beauty.
I don't think it is. No.
I just think it's
I don't know.
Yeah. The truth of it is that I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You could be Brad Pitt. You somebody's frog. You are. You really are.
Yeah.
Nobody dodges that.
No, that's
Brad Pitt does or did.
No, he has not.
No,
he has not.
He was never a frog.
Leave us a talk back with the free Bob and Sheri app.
Hey, Bob. This is the doctor's wife. He is the one that got onto you for double dipping peanut butter. I am a nurse, and I'm calling about how your wife, Mary, tried to pin the vacuumed bag of dirt on you. I'm here to defend you, Bob, because I noticed that no one else came to your defense, not even yourself. You automatically thought that bag of dirt was your skin. You were, in effect, calling yourself a dirtbag. Well, I'm here to tell you that you are not a dirtbag. Dust falls around us constantly. If you went away for a couple of days and Mary was home and you came back and vacuumed, you would also get a bag of dirt. It wouldn't matter if it was you or Mary or anyone else, you would still get a bag of dirt. So test it out and you'll see that I'm right. And for the love of God, Bob, please don't be so hard on yourself. You are a very clean man and not a dirtbag.
Thank you. You know what? I feel seen. I really do. I feel seen. She's referring to this amazing Dyson vacuum cleaner that Mary saw online. It's very expensive. She said, I have to have it. She's become a neat freak, but she'll leave stuff all over the house. Like she'll have a cup of coffee and then walk away from it, and I have to go around, pick things up and blah, blah, blah. Shoes everywhere. But the idea of dust and hair on the floor has driven her nuts. And this thing, it has its own light that will show you exactly what's there. It's like infrared. And then you see in the container what's been vacuumed up. And the inference has been, it's me. And it's not me. And it's not the dog. It's just living. It's her as much as it is me.
Of course.
But of course it is. And it's everything. But of course you get blamed. And how many times have I said how clean you are? You're clean as a whistle.
Thank you.
Like I could, if I had to eat a meal off of your bare flesh, I could do it.
Thank you.
And I don't say that lightly or to everyone.
Right. And let me tell you.
Part of the reason I don't want to eat a meal off your bare flesh is because you would be so uncomfortable and you'd be complaining so much that you would ruin the experience for me. And that's why I'm eating off of a plate. Because we both know that if I was like, just hold still, Bob, I'm gonna put this pork chop and these mashed potatoes right on your tawny chest. Oh my God, you would not be able to cooperate. You just wouldn't. You are just not going to be a good plate. But I would, if I had to, eat off your skin because you're very, very clean.
Would you eat? You remember that scene in Sex and the City where was it Samantha had sushi all over her body?
I'll eat sushi off your leg. You bet I will.
You would?
You bet
Sushi?
I will. You bet,
Okay.
yeah. I'd eat rice pudding off your thigh. How's that for a compliment, mister? What woman has ever said that to you?
You say that now that I'm married. You know, where were you when I was single?
I mean,
Yeah, it's
let's
big
be
talk
real.
now.
There are some people where you're like, we're all God's children, but you're kind of skeevy. Like there's something about you that's kind of skeevy, but you are not a skeevy man. You are a clean, healthy man, and your skin is nice, and I would use it as a plate. And I dare say that Max and Lamar, although they don't want to eat off of you, they would if they had to because you're clean.
Especially
Yeah,
French fries, because I don't think that's a problem.
That we
You
got to
would
be
eat French
careful with
fries
the
off of my
heat. You
chest?
don't want to burn the man. Yeah.